Thanks for joining us for the July installment of our Gardener of the Month interviews. We are here this month in the Jack Simpson Senior Apartments Gardens with Linda Edgington, a Master Gardener and 4-H Maven Program Director and wonderful person in general. Thanks for being here, Linda.
Well, thank you for having me.
Could you please describe the University of California Cooperative Extension's Master Gardener Program?
The Master Gardener Program is a volunteer program that is led by university advisors, specialists, and some Master Gardeners. We have 50 hours worth of instruction, after which you take a test. And when you pass the test, then you become a Master Gardener. The first year you have to donate 50 hours or volunteer 50 hours worth of your time. And each year after that, to maintain your Master Gardener status, you have to volunteer 25 hours and have 12 hours of continuing education. And the continuing education is generally through the university. It's cutting edge things that are coming up with, new things that are happening in the agriculture area at this time.
What motivated you to become a Master Gardener?
Well, I work with volunteers, so I knew
4-H.
at 4-H. I work with volunteers through 4-H, yes, and so I'm in the same building. I work in the same building as the Master Gardener program, and I love to garden, and I thought, this would be really good. I would like to do this, and I know eventually I will get to retire, so I would like to be able to volunteer later on, and also, it's just lifelong learning. I want to learn more about my garden to get better things out of my garden and to help other people with their gardens, and I like to start things, and so I have to have somewhere to give my starts to when you have too many.
Cool. How do you and the other Master Gardeners in Mendocino County interact with the Gardens Project?
Well, we've been very lucky to have the Gardens Project to work with.
We're lucky to work with you.
They're a very, very dynamic, young, energetic group of people that it's good for Master Gardeners to work with a diverse group of people, but I think the Garden Project they have a tendency to gather more things, and they know the needs. They might have their pulse a little bit more on the gardens in our area than we do, so it's easier for them to say to us, oh, we need help here, and then it works well for us because then we can go where the need is.
So could you describe some of the specific projects we've collaborated on?
Oh yes, let's see, we did a part of the Victory Garden workshop.
Or you've helped us with
yes.
other workshops. You're always our go-to workshop.
Yes,
people.
we do workshops. And if they need something, there was just something really big on worms in the newspaper. That was very exciting.
Really big.
Front page stuff. Put us in contact with the original group of Master Gardeners that started in Mendocino County in 2008. You put us in contact with some gardens that needed some help. And that's how I adopted the Jack Simpson Senior Garden Apartment.
So could you describe your interaction with the Jack Simpson Garden and just kind of how that is being here with them?
Oh, they're a great group of people. The average age, as Dan told me, the average age is 83 years old. So they love working outside and they have great stories. I love talking with them. But it's a little harder for them to work in the garden because of their age. And so I guess about a year ago, the Gardens Project made it possible for them to have raised beds, walkways, and irrigation in their gardens, so they are able to work in their garden, and they're so happy. Nutrition in our senior community is very important. Cost is very important, and growing your own vegetables is win-win for everyone.
Yeah, and I think it gives them a sense of meaningful work.
Well, that, and they can work together. They have a nice time. It's community. They get together in the community area. We have meetings and we plan what they want to grow. And now, now they're asking, when they get all these tomatoes that are green on the vines, how are they going to keep them? So we're kind of looking at new classes to help work with them.
Maybe they could come to the Canning Tomatoes workshop on September 8th.
Oh, is there a Canning Tomatoes on September 8th?
Jones leading.
Oh, very good.
So yeah, what do you think, moving from Jack Simpson, what do you think Mendocino County needs to take gardening to the next level in terms of increasing its own self-sufficiency through food production and also just to make the county more beautiful?
Well, people think that gardening is difficult. They think that, oh, I don't have the right soil, I don't have a spot, I don't know anything about it. It's really not difficult. It's very easy. You can do it in containers. I think there needs to be more education in the fact how easy it is. It takes much less water to do a garden than it does, say, a lawn. And you can feed yourself from the garden, even pretty flowers for your garden, because flowers can be a natural insecticide, keep the insects away. They also beautify it, makes you want to sit out there. You can put the flowers on your table. There's even edible flowers.
There are tons.
There are tons of edible flowers, and there's just, I think if people knew how easy it was, and drip irrigation is the key because you don't have to remember to water it, and they actually grow much better.
So we need education.
Yes, education. And we need to share our resources, because when we do start planting, I know I may start seeds. I'll start 24 tomato plants. Well, I'm only going to plant maybe 10, so then I have 14. My Jack Simpson people got a bunch, but then people can pool their resources, which is where the gardening project comes in.
It's one thing we try and do. Cool. So yeah, education and sharing resources. Those sound like good steps to me.
Yeah. And it's just pretty. Take lots of pictures. We ought to have garden picture contest or something.
That's a great idea, Linda. Cool. This is a toughie. What does the future of food in Mendocino County look like to you?
I like Mendocino County because it's a little unique, I think. At least through my work, when I go around and I go to state functions, when I tell them I'm from Mendocino County, they always smile. And I take that as a good thing.
Yeah,
I think we're going to lead the local revolution. I think we're going to do more local, buy more local, serve more local. I think we can take care of ourselves, and that's what we need people to do.
Lead the local revolution. I
Yeah,
like it.
why not? Why not?
Why not? There's only reasons why we should.
That's right.
Okay, the last and most difficult question. What is your favorite vegetable and why?
It has to be the tomato. Probably a lot of people like tomatoes.
Yeah.
I like tomatoes because, to me, growing your own tomato, there's no flavor like a homegrown tomato. And I like trying different kinds, different colors. I like the low acid sweet ones myself that are the bigger
What's an
kind.
example of that?
Like a brandy wine, something like that. You know, they have the bigger leaves. It's fun to experiment with tomatoes because of the heat that we have. It's wonderful. I had tomatoes till December last year.
Ukiah is Tomatoville.
Oh yeah,
Good for
it's
tomatoes.
great. It's great tomatoes. Behind us, there's tons of tomatoes, and we have all kinds of. Yes, they have lots of heirloom tomatoes that they planted, and we're going to be having some multicolored tomato specialties.
That sounds great. Well, Jack Simpson is lucky to have you, and everybody's lucky to have you. Thanks, Linda. Thanks for
Thank
talking
you
to
for
us.
having me.
Bye.